How are you tonight? It's 10 to 7 Wednesday evening, wonderful Wellness Wednesday. And I'm really happy to be here tonight because I got a question from the, so it are looking for, not specifically, well, yeah, specifically to the medical field, but I think all employers are looking for the same thing. And this woman happens to be in transition, apply for several jobs, and whatever it takes, which I like. Okay, so I want to get into that first, talk about some things that you shouldn't do. So some tips, some no-nos, and some sure, like, you're going to get a job, hopefully, with this help. So first, I'm going to recommend to this wonderful woman who reached out and watch episode 4, where I went on a rant about recruiting. Okay? And I want to share the news with follow-up to episode 4, which is 90 episodes ago. She is still employed. You don't know what I mean until you watch the episode. So that person that made a gut decision on is still working at this place in this medical practice, and she's looked at as one of the best employees. Okay? Just saying. Love her. All right, so what are employees looking for? Well, number one, employers are looking for someone with integrity, honest, loyal, flexible, someone who can be Johnny on the spot, somebody who does not say, hi, one viewer, somebody who doesn't say that's not my job, or I never knew that, nobody taught me, or, well, there's a lot of things, right? But I feel like I can give you some really great tips being someone who is a recruiter and has been hiring for 20 years. I can't even believe it's that long now. But I look for certain things myself. So first of all, you have to read the ad, okay? As painful as it might be, read the ad. If they are giving instructions of something particular that they want, do what they want. So, for example, I put an ad out almost every week. And my ads are not like other people's ads because I say things like happiness is mandatory. So I can promise you, unless somebody is taking my happiness is mandatory and putting it on their ad, you're not going to find that. I am looking for somebody who's actually happy. That's big for me, right? Positive, excited about life, doesn't have any like voodoo dolls in the freezer, just saying, preferably not, a bad like arrest record. That would be preferable. But as you'll see in episode 4, there was an episode and it's worked out to my advantage because it's all about intuition for me, along with a great resume. Okay, so I'm fascinated by the fact that today in this world that we live in, that a human being gets a job based on a piece of paper. Like, really? It's 2017. Anybody have one of these? Cell phones? Yeah. Technology. I have a tripod too. Okay. I thought about doing some live stream tonight. And then I thought, no, I'm not in the mood. Just for you. Okay. So first of all, pay attention to what the ad asks. Okay. I always ask for either a cover letter with an explanation of why you would be the best fit for the job. I'm not looking for 10 paragraphs. I'm really not. Condense. Say something that's going to catch my eye, because the trick that you should know, or the thing that you should be mindful about, is that I say mindful, and I'm looking at the Mindful magazine that just came in the mail today. I love the Mindful magazine. So for sure, you want to stand out from everybody else. I'm not sure what they're teaching in school anymore, in college, or, recruitment, or how to find a job, or how to do an interview, but it's bad. I can promise you that it's really bad. It's the thing that I dislike the most about what I do is recruiting. Now, I do it because I'm really good at it, and I know it's a benefit to my clients, but I don't enjoy it. And the reason I don't enjoy it, hello, second viewer. It's a good night. It's a good time, 6:56, just saying. The reason I don't enjoy doing it is because nobody follows directions from the ad, and nobody says anything in the subject line that catches my eye. So picture, if you will, for a moment, somebody who's doing the hiring, the employer, or in our case, the recruiter. Because a lot of employers have recruiters like me, especially in the medical industry. So you want to make sure that you think about the fact that I'm looking at, I don't know, 150 resumes. How in the world are you going to make a tiny little piece of paper? Was that like the solar eclipse? A tiny little piece of paper stand out from the rest. How are you going to do that? I'm going to give you some tips. Number one, 95% of resumes are sent via email. In the subject line, I want you to write, I am awesome. This is worth opening. I am a multitasking ninja. That was an actual subject line because I asked somebody to give me a subject line that would stand out from the rest. Guess whose resume I looked at? The multitasking ninja. It's true. And so stand out because all you have is a piece of paper. That's a joke, okay? Now, if you really want to be creative and you're good on camera, I would send a short little video. Doesn't have to be fancy. Look at me. Look at us right now. On your phone, a 2-minute video of why they should read your resume. So I asked for this once. I got about 100 applicants to a job. 2 people sent me the video. Guess who I interviewed? Yeah, okay. Oh, are you getting it? Is it making sense? Are we understanding? Good. So I think that then you get the interview, and I usually say something like this. I have 8 a.m. open, 11 a.m., or 3 p.m. What time can you meet me? I can't tell you how many people tell me 3 p.m. or 11 a.m. You know who I want? I want the 8 a.m. person because you don't have a job, which means you can come and meet me at 8 a.m. Okay, that is a big tip, okay? How about saying whatever is most convenient for you because you actually hold my livelihood in your hands? That's a smart tactic, right? Okay, I'm a little tainted by this subject, so I'm really glad you asked, but it's a sore spot for me. So I will bring you to just today. Okay, today, what happened today? Well, because I work with a lot of medical groups, I have a great opportunity to place administrators, front office staff, back office staff into positions. And then I leave and a year goes by or 2 years go by, and these people that I've placed that we've formed a relationship with, and they like me. I'm kind of kooky and I'm a big helper. I like to help people. So I place them in these jobs, and then they want to get out of where they are because, the doctor might not be making great decisions of running the business since I've been gone. It might happen. Not all the time. Okay, so for instance, I have a girl who needs a job. She wants out. So I set her up with a job. Sure do. Set her up with a great interview. Now I have to have the doctor reschedule their world. I also have to show up to this interview because it's my client. And I was asked today, the day of the interview, via text message, if I could change the time a half hour later. Oh, brother. Are you flipping kidding me? Like, I want to scream when that happens. So you want me to help you get a job. You're not paying me. I'm giving you, I'm literally handing you somebody, and you want to change the time? Girl, there is something wrong with that. Self a little bit. So that happened, and something else happened. And this is what frustrates me about very long days like today. I don't remember everything anymore. I'm 44, so I forget. So, what I want to remind you of is you are responsible for your own life. You are responsible for getting your own job, and you have to make the most of it, right? So, what do you have to do? You have to dress the part. If one more person shows up with like cleavage or like inappropriate dress, step it up a little bit one time in your life and show up, I don't know, in a suit, in a dress, in something professional. Put on some makeup. Don't look like a slob. Don't chew gum. And just be really, really friendly. Now, you would think, right, this is a very difficult thing. My reality when I'm recruiting, I'm constantly shocked. That's why in episode 4, I look so haggard because I had had a day of recruiting. I didn't have a day of recruiting today. I'm just, setting people up with their lives with other doctors and people wanting to come late. Oh, I just remembered. Okay, one of my clients in New York, she wanted me to meet to talk with her staff. So she pays me to help her with her business via telephone. And we have 3 sessions a month. I've been working with her for over 2 years now. She wanted me to have a conversation with 2 of her staff members. So it was scheduled 3 weeks ago at 10 a.m. this morning. I got a message from somebody in the office that the subway was running behind. Can I call you later? No, you can't. No, you can't. One of the reasons that I have to talk to you on the phone today is because you're always late and stuck in the subway, okay? Like, just so you know. You might want to leave early. So if you want something, I promise you, you can have it. You can manifest whatever you want in your life, but you really have to think, do. What am I willing to do? And the truth should be, especially if you're in transition, that willingness to do anything should be something that is said. I will work really, really hard for you. Just give me a chance. Give me an opportunity to meet me. Stand out from everybody else. I promise you, people are not doing that. They're just looking at ads and just hitting submit or hitting send or whatever they're doing to get a job, and they don't really want it. And you know what? You should really be interviewing with people that you want to work with. Think about where you want to work and apply for that job. Don't wait for somebody to post an ad. Find a place that you love the culture, you love their social media, you love what they're doing in business, you love that type of medicine. Tell them that you're willing to do whatever it takes, that even if they're not going to pay you the rate that actually everybody else is getting paid, that you're willing to do the 90 days, wait for the performance evaluation, show them that you're worth it, and you can get that job. Just watch episode 4. I promise you. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past. It only matters where you're going in your future. It only matters what you're doing today, right now, and in the future. So you really do have to show a little, a little pizzazz, a little excitement. Don't wait for something to happen. Go get it. All right? So anytime I'm asked about getting a job, it just gets me twisted a little bit because I'm always so surprised at how unwilling a lot of people are. So it's very easy for you to stand out. Okay? Remember the subject line. Remember to say amazing things in your resume. Don't get caught up in the detail. Be authentic. Be a smart, trusting person. Be funny. Stand out a little bit. Do a video. Do something different because believe me, The norm is a snooze fest. Okay? Boring. So moving on, I gotta go because tomorrow night I'm hosting, along with Tom DuPont at DuPont Registry, Luxury Living Tampa Bay, a preventative lifestyle. Awesome. And I really have a lot to do before that event tomorrow. With a full day of clients today, 7 p.m., a yacht lighting company doing an interview for an editorial about lighting. They're not just yachts, they also do like museums and hotels and homes. But as a health and wellness editor, I can spin a story with anybody. Lighting affects your retina. Just ask people that looked up at the solar eclipse. All right, have a really great night. I look forward to telling you about the event tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.